Signals on 91.3 Lagos Sucks, and this morning, this last Saturday of the month of September, we're looking at cancel culture and second chances. No, cancel culture and the grace of second chances, because that's what we came up with yesterday while we were in the office, and we're looking at this. It's not recent. I think cancel culture has been around with us for a very long time, and you know the moment where you have to tweet, you write something and everybody says no, we have to cancel you, and I'm wondering where's the anger coming from. We've almost become like PC police, like our laptops, we've become laptop police, we have become mobile phone police, and we're just watching, and it sort of looks like we sit down on a high throne, and when somebody spews something that might just be in their own opinion, and we say no, we have to cancel them, we have to boycott them, and I'm wondering why. Now we're all human beings, but hey, I have with me this morning a writer, an author, a speaker, music and film critic, and is my friend and my friend Seun Odukoya. Funny enough, we were together yesterday, and I see it was impromptu, like sometimes like I used to do, and I said, okay, you know what, Seun, let's have this conversation, and because it was really in depth, and I said, okay, let's share it and let's hear people's opinion on what they think about cancel culture. I'm big on second chances, but hey, let's even talk about it. So welcome to Signals, Seun Odukoya. Should I be clapping?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you too for being here. Oh yeah, so
I'm under the weather.
we have to manage it, Abi.
Yes, we have to manage it.
Okay, so we're talking cancel culture this morning, cancel culture and second chances, and wait, so I cannot tell you to pull it down a bit.
No.
Okay, so
It's for your safety, actually.
let me become like this small.
It's more for your safety than mine.
Okay, that's why you wanted to say that place like this.
Exactly.
Wait, we'll manage it like that. So we're talking cancel culture and second chances, and my first question will be, what is really cancel culture? What are we canceling?
That's a loaded question.
Okay.
Cancel culture. I would say cancel culture is a evolution of boycotting.
Okay.
You know, where a group of people decide that, we have issues with maybe your product or something you said or something you did, the way you treat your customers, the way you treat your workers and so on. As a result, we won't buy your product, or we won't mess with you, we won't play your music, we won't, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like public shaming.
Ostracization, I'll be ostracization, yes.
And it's been around for a long time. How, if you remember back in the day, I think it was in the Bible, where a woman was, I don't know, she was caught cheating or something, and they were going to stone her to death in public. So there's something they call tarring, where somebody maybe convicted of infidelity or stuff like that is stoned with tomatoes, rotten food, and that kind of stuff. I think tarring and feathering is what, I can't remember the exact phrase. So it's been around, but if I remember correctly, the first time I personally came in contact with the word cancel in the context of cancelling a person is from this 1991 film, New Jack City. Don't ask how old I am.
No, I'm not.
I didn't watch it in 91, just to be clear.
No,
this New Jack City, that Wesley Snipes movie, and he was talking about cancelling a particular girl. Yeah,
because he went on a date with her, and the lady was expecting that he has to use his celebrity status. Is that the movie?
No.
Okay.
No.
Aha.
New Jack City is a crime film.
Okay.
So the lady was complaining about the way he was behaving, the way you kill people, stuff like that. And then he humiliates her, and then he says that is cancelled. I'm going to buy a new one. And then I think it became a thing recently. I think it was this whole Me Too thing that really brought it into the public space. I think I might be wrong, but I think it's the Me Too stuff. So cancel culture.
It's more or less like do people really deserve to be cancelled? Because
it's not. The thing is, no, sorry, finish because.
No, because it's almost as if it's, for me, it's almost as if it's toxic, and we're standing on a moral ground to say that
You are wrong for this.
Yeah,
wrong for,
yeah.
So that because you said something or you are cancelled or you do something, you are cancelled. Where is the opportunity for reconciliation?
yeah, because
redemption?
everybody's at different phases of their lives.
This is the issue.
Okay.
It's not so cut and dried. Cancel culture is a big, it's bigger than that. For example, would you say Me Too, where ladies came out to talk about men in power who have abused their power?
Yes, the word abuse their positional power.
Thank you, Remy. Their positional power. Would you say that was wrong?
It wasn't.
So you can't throw the baby out with the water. The thing about things like cancel culture and outrage culture and stuff like that is that once it gets into the hands of the people, there's tendency to abuse it. Okay. As with almost everything. Yeah. But cancel culture is
relevant.
That's not the word I want to use, but it's, for want of a better word, let's say relevant. Because it demands accountability.
Good.
That's the most, in my opinion, that's the most significant thing cancel culture has been able to achieve. I mean, we have all these people who people look up to, people respect, people model themselves after, and there's nobody that can put them in check or criticize them or question whatever they do. So cancel culture is a way to
sort of create a balance.
Yeah, okay, bro, that was out of line, that was not, but as with everything, there are always extremes. It becomes a witch hunt and targeted hate
monitoring
and stuff like that. So that cancel culture as a whole is, you can't just say, oh, let's cancel culture. But there are things that it would be nice if they could be toned down and
managed.
Be managed
well managed.
Exactly.
So why do you think that people wait till a person becomes a celebrity or attains fame before they decide to cancel them for something they did long ago?
And I think that would be one of my biggest issues with the cancel culture. The fact that it's almost as though you don't have a chance to redeem yourself.
Okay.
We don't believe in
second chances
and redemption and I mean, because let's think about it. It will be nearly impossible to find somebody who has not done something they are ashamed of.
True.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. That's part of the quote unquote, for want of a better, that's part of the fun of being human. The fact that you can learn, you can still be corrected. So, do I deserve to be punished for everything I've ever done in my life? Do you understand what I'm saying? I have made jokes in bad taste. It wasn't intended to hurt people. And if I realized at the time that this thing I'm about to say will hurt this person, I probably wouldn't have said it. So, and the person now points out that, oh, that stuff you said was really painful. Oh, I'm sorry. That was not the intent. And then 15 years later, that's
almost like a witch hunt.
Yeah,
it's almost like a witch hunt.
But then again, like I said before, sorry to interrupt you, but
right.
then again, it's not so cut and dried. It's not black and white. There are so many gray areas. Where do we draw the line? Where do we oh, this is enough, or this is going too far, or you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, because I know that a lot of times people have used cancel culture to get people sacked, to get evicted from their houses, to get killed.
Let me give you an example that I remember. A certain, forgive me, I don't know about politics and stuff, so I muddle up my facts. No, I muddle up the names and positions of people a lot. But a certain
person,
government official, said something about a certain demographic of the country. You will remember this person I'm talking about. And then people came online to attack him. Now, okay, fine. That was okay, fine. fair enough. But then people now start sharing personal details of his life, the number, his phone number, his address. That is no more.
That's another.
That's no more calling out.
That's witchcraft.
That's bullying. That's harassment. Yeah, and the problem is, the internet is like a sea. You can't find who said. You understand?
No, everyone is hiding under pseudonyms.
The issue a lot of people have. Well, let me not say a lot of people. Let's ask ourselves that this thing you tweet at this person, if you're standing in front of them, can you say it?
So bullying, trolling, like you sit down behind. That's why I call it PC police. Yeah, because you sit down beside you sit down behind your keypads and you make all sorts of stuffs about people in bad taste. And you know this keyword that we started playing with, my mental health and all of that. Yeah, so we have to go there.
Say keyword.
Yes, now. Yeah. And then people are beginning to lose their minds because someone somewhere is trolling someone. And then you don't.
I mean, okay.
And then you get people monitoring you and they want to beat you up because you've almost destroyed somebody's life based on a certain perceived truth or lie.
Like I said, accountability is very important.
But the question is, yes, accountability is very important.
Accountability is very important. We should know that there are consequences for what we say. You know, so a little bit of more thought before speaking helps. Is not a bad idea. You know, but at the same time, I feel like if I said something out of line, like the example I gave earlier, does that man deserve to have his life destroyed because of something he said?
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
If they are keyboard warriors,
so
like someone
where do we
draw that line? And then who has the moral grand standing to watch people?
Who watches
who watches you that you are watching me?
Who watches the watchman? That's the issue. How are you in a position for? How is anybody in a position to condemn someone? I mean, you yourself.
Like you're infallible.
That's why I said at the beginning. Can any one of us really say that I have not done anything questionable my entire life? I've not said something that I can't repeat in public. I've not made fun of somebody that I can't. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay, the numbers to call is 009-234-5913. What are your thoughts on cancel culture? And send us a WhatsApp message 0809-234-5913 or 0809-191-3913. WhatsApp us your thoughts. What you think about cancel culture? Like, the annoying thing is I needed to.
It's like you've already made up your mind about this cancel culture.
No, so it's not even about me making up my mind. Is we sometimes forget that people are in different phases of their lives. One, two, where do I draw the line in taunting the person? Where do it's?
I wouldn't say different phases of their lives. I would say.
And then you expect
as a human being, you constantly grow and evolve. There's every possibility that I said something yesterday that I said something, then I encountered somebody, and I realized that that thing I said 20 minutes ago
was wrong. So why can't we channel cancel culture to wrong ideals, to patriarchy, to misogyny, all of those things? Because it's almost like the culture that we're in.
Say sexism.
Okay. And Seun say sexism.
Yes. Because you guys
no, all of them together. All of them together.
So the thing is, this is the thing, right? Again,
so what are the things that we should cancel?
When things like that get into people's hands, there's every tendency for it to be abused. A friend of mine, I heard something from a friend of mine long ago. He said, when purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable. So, that's the thing. Who gets to decide what should be cancelled and what shouldn't be cancelled? Okay. Think about the case of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard,
Yes.
where she made allegations and the guy's life was basically over based on something she said. And then a couple of years later, it turned out that actually
She was wrong.
she was
Oh, no.
no. See, this is the interesting thing in my opinion. Johnny Depp didn't get his day in court. He didn't get to defend himself.
Social media courts.
Now, exactly. The court of the people, like I like to call it. So they persecuted him. He lost movie roles, he lost jobs, and so on and so forth. Now, a few years later, it now comes out that no, what you heard wasn't actually true. Now, see, at that time, Johnny Depp has had relationships with several women and people came out to say, this guy that we know does not sound like
what was being painted of him.
What everybody was saying. Well, again, what the image that was being painted of him. You know, but that made little or no difference. Now, story now comes out that okay, so she lied. We had audio recordings of some things she said while they were in therapy. And cry baby, you are going to go out and say a girl beat you. Who's going to believe you? You big movie star, you'll never get a job again. You know. Now, and now one lady now wrote an article now telling people that calm down, don't rush into conclusions. You've not heard both sides of the story. Did you say the same thing when it was Amber Heard persecuting Johnny Depp?
No.
When the shoe was on the other foot, you didn't tell people to calm down and hear both sides of the story. It's things like that I have issues with.
I say evil has no gender.
Let me give you another example. A favorite rapper came out years ago to say she used to drug and rob men.
Yeah.
I didn't see one single hashtag about that thing.
I stand on.
So I feel like, and that's why I said what I said earlier about how things get messed up when they get into the hands of people. People have weaponized cancel culture. Yeah. So it's more about cancelling people we don't like.
Yes.
So
people where we feel that their ideas don't match our own ideas.
Exactly. If we like you, you get a pass. If we don't like you, we are coming for you. Another person, a celebrity, and I use that word blanket. Somebody was saying something. I can't remember this. So let me don't misquote. That's why
yes.
So that
let's keep names.
I'm just lying or something. I think he said something about somebody who was criticizing somebody else. Somebody now went and dug up a tweet of his from years ago, where he said something about plus-sized women. And then
they came for him.
No, they came to his defense. That, people should be allowed to grow and evolve.
Really?
Yes.
So that's where we like to play our own second chances to the people that we like.
Somebody else now said, he gets a pass because he's your fave, right?
Yes.
Keep the same energy. That's the problem.
I like that.
So are we really changing anything with cancel culture?
No, I think we're just using it to antagonize people. And because for me is okay, evil has no gender. That's I can stand on anytime, any day. Because I think I recently saw it. I think I was the one that posted it, a meme or something. It was on somebody's status that I read about a guy who went to a party. I think I've been seeing it around. A guy who went to a party, and a girl was into him, and he wasn't interested. So he told her, like, please, I'm not interested in you and all of that. And they were in a room together. So the guy angrily came out of the room, and the girl's friends were like, where's our friend? And said she's in the room. And the girl came on and started crying that yes, he raped me and all of that. Only for the owner, and they called the police, and only for the owner of the house to come and say, no. I have a camera in that room. And it was camera that saved that gentleman. And he said since that day, I think it happened in 2019.
Let me ask you.
And he did not go to any party.
Why does the owner of the house have a camera in
so it's almost he said he had a camera in some part that was his office, that room.
That's what is interesting to me. Of everything you said. Why does he have a camera?
So now if there was no
creep alert.
Not even creep alert. Wait, that's creep alert. Now if there was no I think evidence that guy, to the contrary, the guy would have gone to jail over nothing that he did not do.
Yeah, but wait. Now, this is not. I don't think this falls under the auspices of cancel culture.
No. It doesn't even fall under cancel culture. It falls under. It's almost as if. No, wait. I'm going to wait. Okay. It almost feels as if we have to, before anybody comes to cancel me, I have to have evidences to be able to show that, see, before people come and say XYZ. Not even in an era where people are photoshopping WhatsApp.
I think that was WhatsApp. That one took me out completely.
WhatsApp conversations where you show and then you say that it's a lie. And then it's not as if we have services where we can actually go. It's not as if we have WhatsApp in Nigeria where we can tell them to go and dug out all of our conversations that really happen. Whether they say it's encrypted or not, at least people can still have access to your phones, and then they come out with all sorts of. I'm like, we're not safe any longer.
So it's for me, that's an alarm bell. That how far will people go
to destroy you? Just because they don't like you, they don't like your gods.
It's worrisome.
It's worrisome. So you're just.
But listen, understand. Let's be clear.
Okay.
In the same way that the police are supposed to defend the people, people have been able to use the police to bully people.
Yes, true.
Yeah, so that's the problem. Is not is how do I explain it? It's the application of the force, for want of a better word. It's how cancel culture is used that is the problem. I mean, I remember there was something that happened on Twitter. I think 2019, probably 2019, or maybe early 2020. I'm not sure. Where a lady came online and mentioned a guy and said, "This guy raped my friend." And people went for the guy, insulted him and all sorts of stuff. And then hours later she comes and says, "Oh, sorry, wrong person." But drag him anyway.
Somebody's destiny. Hold on.
It was the casual way she just dismissed it, like, who cares?
Let me take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Seun. I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you for this wonderful topic on cancel culture.
Yes.
But my comments around this topic is just generally around, could I say, the state of mind of people and when they are reacting to certain things. Let me give you a typical example. Sometime during this week, somebody made a statement. I keep that name censored.
Yeah, no problem.
The person said 500 naira is okay to feed an average Nigerian.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe
I saw that.
I saw that. Now,
yes.
I know the speaker, so I chatted him and I asked him, "Sir, with all due respect, is there any data supporting this submission?" Because even if somebody says something and it looks very odd, because everybody calling into the radio station was just attacking, and nobody got a clear message. So when I got his feedback, he gave a different version of it. So what was published was actually diluted, and everybody was reacting to it in that direction. All these people, they just come online. You know, their children are not in Nigeria. Now my brother, my sister, everybody is just packing their individual differences and making it play out in whatever they are commenting on. So the state of mindset of everybody, just like one of you said the other time, that what we are all going through at different phases is different. So for you to even take a judgment on one person, just to wrap up what I'm saying, I was in an engagement some weeks ago, and people were talking about this man up statement. You expect the man who also have flesh and blood in him to be manning up. And I was witnessing grown men crying, sharing their testimonies on how they survived suicidal. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Tunde. Magnus says you can Photoshop WhatsApp conversations. Wow. Welcome to reality.
If you can screen grab it, it becomes an image. Then you edit the image. It's as
simple as that. Thank you, Tunde. So it's God. Wait, because it's what goes on is who defends you right? You're not even sure about your inner circle. Somebody posted something about be careful of your inner circle because a lot of blogs were carrying all sorts of things, and they're wondering. So, like you rightly said, it becomes cancel culture when my friend is being attacked. It becomes cancel culture. It becomes not culture, but to give the person a second chance. So quickly, let's really talk about second chances and when should we really give it to people, because people have committed. The people canceling people will come one day and say, please give me second chance after you've destroyed a whole life.
I think okay. So again, like I said, this whole cancel culture conversation is very, very layered. It's layer upon layer upon layer, and it will take days, if not weeks, to unpack it. But I think that some things still remain to be seen. I would hope that I speak for myself. I would hope that, of course, I make mistakes. I've had friends that I hurt unknowingly, and years later they come back and tell me that, oh, so thing you did so time was really painful because I wasn't expecting it from you. Then I apologize, like, oh, I'm sorry. Then if it will help, I try to explain what I was thinking at the time. No, that's not to say I'm flawless or anything, or And again, the issue is that you are responsible for what you say, not for what people understand. People can decide to take whatever it is you said. I mean, it's funny. Let me give you an example. The amazing lady Chimamanda was being awarded for writing that nobody on this planet that has any sense will question her abilities on. Somebody comes and says, why are you awarding her? She said so and so things about trans people. What is the correlation between the two?
That one is witchcraft.
I don't understand.
More than it. I read that thread.
I was. Is this where we've come to?
Envy, envy, jealousy. People are working hard for their. Sorry. Tell me, tired.
No, really, exactly. That's the word. I get overwhelmed with these things because I'm like, so Edruno, like Edruno.
Just wait.
First of all, today's world, you dare not have an opinion.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. What's the overall opinion?
And this is what is scary again about the world, the way it's going. You would think that people who
have sense.
No. People who
are well read.
Calm down.
Sorry.
People, it sounds like the people who, the bullies,
have been given more up.
Word, are more than the regular people. It's not true.
Much more regular people.
But the challenge is regular people don't talk. Look at what I said now. I'm overwhelmed. So you won't see me on Twitter arguing with a troll. I don't have that time or that energy
to argue with a troll.
But the troll has nothing better to do.
You're jobless.
You understand what I'm saying?
Keypad warriors.
So you will lose an argument with that kind of person. Like they say, don't argue with a foolish person. They'll bring you down to their level and beat you with experience. I can't go on for too long with. See, I said something on one of my social media handles. It was just a clear. It was not ambiguous. Somebody found a way to make an argument of it, and I said, "No, this is what I'm saying." He came back again. I said, "Okay." See, look.
You're right, your jaw.
And this thing will be funny because if you knew me 10 years ago, that energy I had it.
My batting day.
Will drag. I told you I saw a 1991 movie now. I'm not a young man anymore. And besides, apart from even being a young man or being an old man or anything, the more you learn, the more you realize that some things are not worth it. Some things are pointless. So, the question about cancel culture, the place I want the conversation to go is, what is the purpose of cancel culture? That's one. 2, how well has it done in achieving that purpose? So you call out somebody for something they did. For example, and I actually want you to respond to this. For example, somebody made a racist comment on a celebrity's Facebook, I think. And people took it on and they're like, no, this shouldn't be allowed. So they somehow, you know how people find out stuff. That person was being offered a scholarship in a school. They got in touch with the school cancelled the scholarship, the person lost their job, and so on and so forth. Now, this is the question. Have you told the person that racism is wrong, it hurts people? Have you told the person that racism in public spaces has consequences? Is the person going to wake up tomorrow and say, oh, I've learnt my lesson, I'm no longer going to be a racist? But the person is going to say, well, I need to be more careful how I express my racism next time.
I think I need to be more aware.
In my opinion, a lot of these things are band-aids. You cover the wound, but you are not fixing it. Does it really change anything? You are just telling people, if you say this in public, we will come at you. You are not saying,
you're not addressing what racism is.
Yes, don't say this
and educating people because
exactly. You can't make fun of plus size people because they have feelings.
They have everybody. We're all emotional beings.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't talk crap about other people because they have feelings, and people are stronger than each other.
Yeah.
We know people who have committed suicide because somebody said something mean to them, and they couldn't take it. These are the things that people need to understand. Not that, oh, if you say it and we hear.
Cause and consequences.
Like the question, is jail for punishment or for rehabilitation?
Rehabilitation.
Is cancel culture for punishment or for rehabilitation?
Accountability.
So
I'm liking that. So let me ask you a tricky question. Hey, the Nigerian government have tried to ban social media in Nigeria. Would you say cancel culture is a good reason to come social media usage in Nigeria?
No, I don't think so. I do think that, like I said, it's a weapon. In the wrong hands, the effects can be devastating. But wait, okay, let me respond directly to that.
Yeah.
That is throwing out the baby with the bathwater. That is not the solution.
So how can people avoid being cancelled?
Why should you avoid being cancelled? You see your choice of words.
Because everybody has their opinions, and we say opinions are valid, at least to them.
Yes.
Right? So where is my own opinion on a certain matter different from your own opinion? Because if you don't agree with my own opinion, then we need to have a constructive communication on why opinions vary.
That's the problem with the mob.
The mob don't. They just want to go.
Logical. They are not. Have you ever seen an actual mob?
Yes,
they don't listen.
No, they don't.
You can't talk to a mob. Everybody is shouting, crucify him, kill him, destroy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you cannot have a conversation with a mob. You can't. It's a waste of energy.
A waste of time.
This is what I would say. Which one is, in my opinion, saying we should avoid getting cancelled is saying be careful how be careful how you express your racism, for want of a better just
racism is racism.
Yes. So that's not I'm not going to say people should avoid getting cancelled.
Get educated.
All I'm going to say is that no. All I would say rather is understand the power of your words, understand the power of your actions. If you've hurt people, you said something and you hurt people, and somebody brings it to you. Because the thing is, okay, for example, James Gunn made a series of tweets a long time ago where they sounded homophobic, of which that word self homophobia, I have a problem with it, but let's forget about
that's
that
another one for another
place. Let's forget about that for now. But he said some mean things about gay people.
Yeah.
And he since apologized for them. But recently, somebody saw them
and dug it up
and said, how can this man be allowed to make movies for Disney? And in less than 8 hours, Disney fired James Gunn. Despite the fact that he made 2 very, very successful movies for them. Now, here's the thing. So, which is what I was saying about the mob mentality. The mob does not allow for conversation. We want this now, so do this now, or else. So
finish that James Gunn story.
So they fired him, And in a way, me, I'm even happy they fired him because he made Suicide Squad an incredible movie. Yes. Suicide Squad.
So,
at least the Suicide Squad, calm down.
Okay.
Is one of the best comic movies I've ever seen in my life. And that is saying a lot.
It's on my system. I'll go and watch it.
Yeah, then, so the actors.
His friends, his circle.
They're like, guys, we work with this guy every day. This guy is an amazing person. They defended him. Some of them came out and said, if this guy is not directing Guardians of the Galaxy 3, we are not doing. So they rehired him. Do you understand? Now, is it not funny? So why then did you fire him in the first place? Because you want to appease the mob. The same reason they killed Jesus. To appease the mob. This guy has done no wrong, but this is the thief. Which one of them should I give you?
Christ. Second chances. What are your thoughts on second chances?
It's a big one. For example.
Yeah, teacher.
No, because
go ahead,
because
quickly.
it's like I said, it's not cut and dried.
Yes.
Think about someone like, okay, I'm not going to go because this one is a very, very sensitive subject. I'm not going to go there.
No.
But I feel like, yeah, people should get second chances. It's third and fourth and fifth and sixth chances I don't know about.
No.
But there's always, I mean,
a rehabilitation of character.
I want to think that if somebody makes you see how you were wrong, there's no argument to be had. You know, no matter how you try to justify whatever it is you did, once there are other people involved in the picture, it becomes almost non-negotiable. That's why I laugh at all these popular things that we do nowadays. Do whatever makes you happy. And see, as long as it does not concern other people, they forget to add that caveat. As long as it does not involve other people, yes, do whatever makes you happy.
Sleep in your house, it's not hurting another person.
But if your happiness is at the cost of somebody else's happiness,
you
might need to reconsider.
And have a meeting.
But about second chances, bro, everybody, maybe not everybody.
You know, you're growing, so you're seeing the world in different.
Yeah, it's not so cut and dried.
Okay, then.
Like, I mean, it's somebody who raped somebody
should actually be punished for it. Should be punished for it. At least that one is not cut and dried.
That's why I'm saying
punished for it.
It's a slippery slope.
Be punished for it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's an unending conversation, but however it is, please, as we wrap up this, thank you so much.
I would say, sorry to interrupt you. Okay. I think as human beings, we should just charge ourselves to all try and do better.
Yeah, okay, so I think I wrap. Thank you everyone who called in and listened in. And if you're a troll, please repent. Nice. Yes, if you're a troll, please repent. Yes, now, because there are people's lives with it. Somebody is saying that I agree with the speaker. My career to first degree was not the usual route. I'm waiting for the person that will come and query me on why I didn't do NYC. You will not have that conversation this morning. I will play your year for you. Till we come your way again next week Saturday, please. No, not today. Till we come your way again next week Saturday, like we always say on Signals. Hey, and I look forward to next week Saturday's conversation. Please give people second chances, and if you're a troll, please repent. People's lives are at stake, and if you need to be educated on some certain issues, we have Google. Ask people, and again, have a wonderful week. I keep creating opportunities for people. No. I'm coming. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.